Everyone. I can do this. Hello everyone, I'm Adina from plantsbutbetter, and today we're talking about Sansevieria Cylindrica. As you can see, it's a very steady plant, very different plant than most Sansevierias, and today we'll find out everything there is to know about its care. Speaking of care, on our care meter, we rate this plant a 9 out of 10 because basically you just need to water it once in a while and it will grow on its own. It doesn't need any special treatment. So I highly recommend this for beginners and for busy people. This is a great plant for you. Let's talk about light. Where should you place this plant? It is better to choose a bright place for your Sansevieria Cylindrica because it does grow best when the light is plenty. It can tolerate medium light as well, but don't place it in a dark spot. That's usually slow suicide for most plants. Although the growth rate is really slow, this does get new pups really easily, and that is favored by light. And if you don't have any bright spot in your home, you can definitely help it with grow lights. I tried that, it did great. How about watering? When is best to water this plant? I will show a picture right here, I think, with the roots on this plant. Why? Because you need to understand that the roots on this thing are so small and they really don't have the capacity to absorb as much water as other plants. And also these strong leaves right here act as a storage, as a water storage for the plant, and that's why you just really need to water it maybe once a month, maybe even less. So for example, in the summer, I water mine once every month, and in the winter, once every 2 months. You can do that as well because this plant doesn't mind underwatering. The soil should be extremely dry before watering. What about temperature? This Sansevieria likes it average. So I keep mine in 23 to 24 degrees Celsius. You can go higher, but not lower. Don't let it drop below 15 degrees Celsius because that is usually damaging for most plants. The leaves will get mushy. I will show you a picture right here. And if your temperatures are too low and you also water it too often, well, this is what you get. Moving on to humidity. And again, average to actually low. This plant can grow well in dry air, so there is no need for a humidifier, and usually your average home humidity is good enough. So I think that's good news. And if you need those numbers, you can grow it in 40 to 60% humidity. Don't go higher than that. It can cause later problems. What about fertilizing? When should I feed my plant? I fertilize my Sansevierias once a month during growing season, and usually in the winter I stop. Because this plant has a very slow growth, you can see very well if the plant is still growing during winter. And if it's not growing, it doesn't need feeding. I usually use an NPK ratio of 10-10-10 or 20-20-20, but I used various ratios in the past as well, and it did fine with almost anything. Moving on to substrate. Sansevieria Cylindrica needs a very lightweight substrate, like most plants. The mix I use has equal parts of cactus soil, perlite and coco coir, and that usually helps the water drain a lot faster than in, let's say, regular potting soil. I don't recommend using just regular potting soil because that one gets soggy very easy, and the roots on this plant are so small that they will not do well in a soggy soil. So please use a mix that will help the water drain as fast as possible. Great, what about plastic versus terracotta? I had them in both plastic and terracotta, and this is a great plant for any type of pot. I will show pictures right here with the one I had in terracotta. If you choose terracotta, please make sure you check the soil a bit more often because terracotta is porous and it helps the excess water evaporate faster. And that's why you may be adjusting your watering schedule a bit. Great, what about repotting? You will probably never have the need to repot this plant unless you want to separate the offsets. Because the root system is not very developed, you will repot this plant maybe once every few years. For example, this plant will not be needing any repotting for like at least maybe 3 years or something, at least. So you need to repot this plant only when it's strictly necessary, and that is when the roots are coming out of the drainage holes, like when the roots are conquering the soil. Sansevieria roots like to be crowded, so choose a pot only slightly bigger than the previous one. And that's the best way to maintain those healthy roots. Moving on to propagation. I have something to say here. Okay, so the offsets for this plant, they will not look like tiny cylinders. I will show again a picture right here. They will actually look similar with this one, which is a Sansevieria starfish. We reviewed that one as well, because sometimes I see people that are confused. They don't know exactly how the new growth looks like, and now you've seen it. It doesn't look like a cylinder. And I'm talking about this on the propagation segment because the best way to propagate your Sansevieria Cylindrica is by division. You wait until new growth comes up and also wait until it's stable enough to separate from the mother plant, and then you have your new plant. Choose your favorite mix, your favorite lightweight mix, and place your plants directly into soil. And maybe a question that you have is why the new growth doesn't look like the mature plant that you see in every store. So this plant is made to look like this with leaf cuttings, mature leaf cuttings that are helped with root hormone and placed directly into soil. And that's why you can get this look, this steady, strong look of the Sansevieria Cylindrica. This is very hard to achieve in normal conditions. And that's why the new growth will look a little bit more wild than the mature plants. I want you to know that maybe you wait a couple of years or maybe more for the new growth after you divide it and it doesn't look like the mother plant. That happens because these plants really need the right amount of everything to look like this. Light, growth hormone, and all that stuff. Did I mention everything? I said division. I said mature leaf cuttings to make it look like this. And I think that's kind of it for the propagation segment. What about pests? I didn't have any problems with this plant. I think that the only problem you can get is maybe scale or mealybugs for Sansevierias in general. The best thing you can do is to inspect the plant every time you water it, because this is how you can spot any problem in time and treat it without getting any massive infestation. But anyway, it is usually unlikely for this plant to get any pests. It's a very resilient plant. That's why we recommend it for beginners. And lastly, what about toxicity? Is this plant safe for my pets? And unfortunately, the answer is no. So please be careful around curious pets. Don't let it near this plant. Place it somewhere above place it on your fridge or something. Whatever you do, don't let it near your pets. Well, that's kind of it with the care video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up to spread the message even further. And until next time, please take care of yourself and your plants.